Hey Ben,
Sean Gee, how's it going?
good buddy, you?
Good, good. How was November for you?
Good. It was a little bit quieter.
Yeah, nice warm month. I mean,
Can't complain about the weather.
Yeah, the
Did
weather
you take
was-
advantage of it at all?
Well, we did a little. We were just, outside more than usual.
Yeah.
I mean, the Christmas parade in Sylvan Lake was fairly decent. The weather was pretty good, and yeah.
I heard there was a lot of turnout there. It was
Yeah,
great.
yeah, it's a big event, so that was good. Yeah, well, how about you start off? Tell me what's happening in the mortgage world today.
Well, it's actually, the most popular conversation in mortgages is always the rates. Where are they at? What's going on?
Yeah.
So last week we had the new announcement that there's a new variant,
Right,
and that actually put jitters across the markets
right.
everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's in the stock market or in the bond market or the cryptocurrency, everything's taken a dive.
Yeah,
And with it comes interest rates. So we had a steady rise of, I'm going to say, a 5-year fixed went from like 1.74 to 2.74 within 90 days.
right.
And the bond rate went up with that, the same kind of conjecture. It's softened up right now. We went up to a peak of 1.62 and we're down to 1.45 as we see right now. But if we see, I think that rates are going to stay flat from here. We haven't seen any more bottom pressure.
Right.
So we'll see them kind of flatten out. I mean, you got 5-year fixed. There's a couple specials out there at 2.34, but your average bank rate is about, on our discounted rate, is about 2.54.
Okay. Yeah.
2.64, somewhere in there on a 5-year insured.
Which is still amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
the only people complaining are those that have only gotten in the market the past year and a half.
Right.
Everybody else understands that this is pretty much free money, so it's still exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Good.
And you, what's going on in your world? You
Yeah.
got some stats for us?
Yeah, I mean, this time of year, it's always kind of hard to gauge month to month how things were from the year before. When we look at Red Deer, in general, again, I'm always using single family data, so no half duplex, townhouse, condo, apartment style living, just half duplex, detached home, and our list price versus sale price ratio, which is always the one I like to talk about. We're down a little bit. We're more in that 95 percentile or 5% off your asking price, which it sort of suggests a stable market.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah, you're in a good spot where 5% maybe a little more than you want to shave off your total, but we're still getting sales under 100 days on the market. So that's positive for Red Deer. And when I look at total listings, of course, now it is low inventory. Red Deer, compared to some of the other places, Sylvan Lake, Lacombe, their inventory is actually kind of similar to what it was the year before, and so on. At this time of year, it's like in that 330, 340 mark for detached homes. So comparatively, it doesn't look like we're short inventory in Red Deer. But in Sylvan Lake or Lacombe, we are short. We're down quite a bit, and we're starting to see that. We're starting to have those conversations with buyers. Hey, I can't find anything. There's nothing on the market. Let me know when the next one pops up. A couple of houses with like almost still multiple offer type situations. Again, in a price point under 350 in Sylvan Lake or Lacombe, those are where the inventory is a little bit skinny, and I think there's still some buyers out there that are trying to make a move. So yeah.
Well, it's going to make for an interesting spring with the low inventory levels.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely going to put some pressure on, and probably see our markets do some more creeping like they have been. I'm suspecting. Don't quote me, but I am suspecting we'll see 3% this year, maybe a little better than that over for the full average of the year. Yeah. Which, talking that way, we haven't had an upward increase in 6 years, so it's a good conversation. Whether 3% to some people doesn't sound like a lot, but it's still better than talking about 3% negatively, right?
Absolutely.
Which is what we've been doing. So yeah. And I don't know. I think a bit more of that push too. Our labor shortage is a little bit. It's still there. Talking to the oil field guys, there's something like 20,000 short in the oil and gas sector. So that's a lot of people that a lot of space that needs to be filled. And,
yeah, absolutely. We were talking about that about migration into Alberta.
Yeah.
And if we've got lower supply and there's more migration into Alberta, that's going to put an upper increase
Yeah, I
a
think,
pressure on prices, right?
especially when they're coming from places like Ontario or BC, where typically their average sale price is double, triple
Yeah.
what ours is.
Yeah.
They're coming here usually with some cash, right? So, and I saw that this summer, where yeah, the buyers there had you know, more of an advantage than some of the buyers here. So multiple offers, they were able to write unconditional, and you know,
They're coming in with an influx of cash out of
Exactly.
province.
yeah, yeah,
Which competing against the Alberta home buyers is a little bit more challenging.
sure,
but,
yeah, you know,
Yeah, I've certainly seen those, my fair share as well.
and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the end of the year is. I mean, obviously this is for November stats, and it's kind of early to tell. You know, places like Lacombe and Sylvan did have some pretty good sales for November comparatively to the year before. And again, you know, even Red Deer just seems to be kind of stable. It didn't really shift a whole lot this month compared to last year this
Yeah.
month. So, so it'll be interesting to see what December does, and what people are up to over the holidays. That's, you know, another thing I've noticed is this year there was a lot more people like traveling, you know, doing holidays, getting out a little bit more because we could get out.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if sales are a little slower this December, just because people are trying to take advantage of going out and skiing, or taking,
Getting
you
out,
know,
absolutely.
yeah. So
Here's a question for you.
yes,
Are you excited for 2022?
I am. I think it's going to be a good year. I think yeah, we're headed into a positive swing for 2022 for sure.
Absolutely. I can't never agree with you.
Yeah. So
It's exciting.
should be good. Should be really good. Thanks again for listening, guys. Again, catch us on most social media platforms.
Yep.
We're around. Check the links below. Ask some questions. We don't mind taking the time to answer if you've got a question. Same thing. Take care. Thanks.
Merry Christmas.